Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here are 3 things you need to know in order to make today, Sunday, May 12th, 2019, a success. Now the first thing I want to talk about is going to be right here where the moon is. Now the moon in this chart is in Virgo, but at the beginning of the day the moon's still going to be back here in Leo. When the moon's in Leo, it brings our attention to doing what we love, trying to find our happiness, find our joy, and to pursue the things that really touch our hearts. Okay, now the first alignment this moon is going to make of the day is going to be right around breakfast time, maybe, as some of us are getting up. It's going to be when this moon in Leo is going to make a trine over here to Venus and Aries. What this to me can bring, I think, is a lot of passion with relationships, being actually very happy with relationships and with money and with the things that you've been working out, adjusting, trying to do for so long. I feel like this is a time all your hard work is paying off. Even if you had to have some hard conversations with relationships and about money the past few days, weeks, months, and years, I feel like now all of a sudden the doors are opening up and our passion and our happiness and our joy for life is starting to return. It's starting to come on heavy in a very, very big way, where we're starting to feel like people aren't working against us, but now that we've asserted our needs and got confident in what we wanted, people are working with us. I like it. A few hours after that happens, still in around breakfast time, this moon in Leo is then going to make a sextile to Mars, another positive alignment. Not only are we feeling like doors are opening up, people and money are working for us instead of against us, but we got a lot of excitement now in the mind. We're having lots of good conversations about ourselves, about who we are with other people, open up some doors for us to be happy. This is very encouraging. Things are looking very good here. We're starting to feel better. Other people are feeling better about these situations, and things are moving on in ways that I like. That's going to stick with us until after lunchtime. After lunchtime, this moon then is going to leave Leo and enter Virgo. When the moon enters Virgo, then the energy becomes less passionate, less excited, even though I think things are still very good. And it becomes more about, okay, now how do I not control, but how do I direct? How do I direct this passion and excitement in positive ways so that I can be happy, not just now with all these things that have happened, but so that I can be happy long term, so that I can be happy over time. And when the moon comes into Virgo, it becomes more about work, putting the work in to sustain this happiness, figuring out your daily routines, and kind of adjusting your strategy for your life a bit in light of these good feelings that you have so that you can move forward on them. All right. That's going to happen there. A few hours after that, now around dinner time, this moon in Virgo is then going to make a trine to Uranus, another alignment I really like. So as we're starting to move forward to put plans in place to support this newfound joy, optimism, passion, energy that's coming back, I think we realize we got to do things in different ways on the day-to-day, and we got to break free from old things that are holding us back so that we can do other things that will support our forward momentum. And I think with this moon trine Uranus, we start to feel even more liberated. Not just liberating ourselves personally to be who it is that we want to be and to become the person we wanted to be, but liberating ourselves from practical restraints in regards to our job, our daily routines, and time. And we're starting to liberate ourselves from all of these old constraints and boxes that we put ourselves in to allow us to do things differently by a different set of circumstances that are going to help us be happy. And I think it's beautiful. I think we're finally starting to realize life doesn't have to be the way it always was. And not that life doesn't have to be the way it always was, that life is not the way it always was, that we have turned a major corner and that we cannot and will not go back, and that new times are here. And it's looking good. And I want to encourage you all, my first point, to do things differently and to get excited about your life and to trust the excitement, to trust that the feelings that you feel now they're not going to go away. If you feel good today, don't be afraid that you're going to lose them. This happiness that's starting to come back is something that is meant to stay with you for a long time, and you need to get used to that. Get used to being happy once again, because this day is going to help you liberate you from the past and get you going in the direction you need. Now, the second thing I want to talk about today, maybe I'm going to go here. Number 2, Venus is at the last degree of Aries. I kind of covered it up, but it's at 29 degrees Aries. When planets are at 29 degrees, they tend to have a bigger influence than they would at other times. Venus at 29 degrees, Aries. Aries does not play. Aries is bold, it's action oriented, it's forthright. When it comes to relationships with Venus at 29 degrees Aries, we are not playing around. And when it comes to money, we are gonna do, and you need to do today, what it takes to get your needs met with relationships and with money. Especially now that doors are starting to open up, the skies are starting to open, the heavens, so that we realize that there's a much more beautiful potential out there for our future than ever before. Now that we're starting to realize that, we're becoming less willing to compromise on relationships, less willing to compromise on money, and we're starting to do everything that we can now to get both of those things in order so that we can feel really good about them and start to move forward. Especially with Venus too in a sextile with Mars and Gemini, I think we're starting to finally realize what we need to do, not only for us to feel better, but how our relationships and money can adjust. And we're doing it. We're no longer playing around. We're no longer hesitating. Now we're going for the things that we need, and they're working. They're working in a very, very positive way. Okay. And needing to not be afraid to be bold to make the things you want happen, because I think they're going to. Your dreams are going to start to come true here with some of these alignments and things that you've been waiting on for a while. Now, the third and last thing I want to talk about, where do I want to go here? Maybe I'll go to this. Number 3, Neptune is, and really was, is about to come into a trine here with the North Node in Cancer. This is positive. To me, this is more about spiritual peace. So there's a lot of things going on here on like a lot of different layers in the astrology here. We've got, I think, we're starting to feel more passionate about life. Not only are we starting to feel more passionate about life, but we're also starting to feel more at peace with life, more grounded in life. We're starting to get a good routine here in order, and we're starting to have good conversations that we need to logically engage, intellectually engage, and understand our life from a mental perspective. And I think it's all coming together. I really do. I think we're starting to understand now what we need to build our foundation in life. And maybe the whole foundation isn't complete, that we need to feel stable in life. Maybe we haven't built the foundation on which our home in the future is going to last. But I think we're finally starting to feel like we know what foundation we need to build our life on, and we're starting to take the steps to do that in more practical, methodical ways, so that we feel like, hey, even though the whole house isn't complete yet, I'm 1, 2, 3 steps in, and it's working, and I'm progressing. Things may not be progressing super fast, but oh my gosh, they're moving and they're going, and I like the direction they're going, and everything's coming together and it's working. And I feel like there's a sense of, okay, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm where I need to be right now. I'm where I need to be right now, and things are progressing. And I'm supervising the progress, and I'm making sure everything's going right, but it is going right, and I'm happy and I'm feeling good. So I don't know, that's a good message that I can give you for today here, but to just trust and have faith and to listen to your spirit and soul. If something that you're doing feels right with you spiritually, go for it. If something that you're doing feels off with you spiritually, especially with this alignment, stop doing it and go towards the things that do feel comfortable. And I'm telling you, if you're going towards the things that do resonate with your soul and that do feel comfortable, doors are going to open. The gods are going to start singing and you're gonna know. There's no way you cannot know with these alignments happening today if you're going in the right direction or not. Because if you're going in the right direction, you're gonna feel amazing at this time. And if you're going in the wrong direction, this alignment, if you're not, then you're gonna know. Yeah. There's no way. I agree that you cannot be feeling good with a lot of this stuff going on. And if you're not feeling good, then let this be a message. This is what I want to say. Then let this be a message to you that maybe you're not on the right track, or you're close to the right track, but you're slightly off, and you need to tweak a few things in order for the doors to start to open in the way that you want. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.